Oh, fuck. Yep. I need coffee.
It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday. What? It's Friday. What? Yeah, come on. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday. What? It's Friday. What? Yeah. Yo, it's my favorite day of the week. My radio's kicking, they can jump the freaks. It's a day celebrated all across the nation. What's up with the Asian? Dave with the news.
Douchebag of the day.
It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday, bitches.
Contains adult language, adult content, psychological nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What the fuck is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? It's Friday, September 21st, 2018. And what I want to talk to you about today is you and the children of the neighborhood have been spending inordinate amount of time at your fucking house. That's not really what I want to talk to you about. But if the children of your neighborhood are spending too much time at your house, you may rethink what the fuck you're doing in life. And if you need to solve that problem, you can come visit me and I'll solve it for you. Anyhow, it is Friday, and what's on my mind today? Because over the weekend. See, this is like, the week's just starting for me on Friday. It's ending for everybody else, just starting for me. Over the last couple days, I've revisited some music. And it got me to thinking about, you watch different music documentaries about, and I got an idea for music documentaries, but we'll get into that later. You watch different documentaries, and a lot of them, you'll see they spend time on the grunge movement, when Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all that. Now, me and my friends were kind of against that shit. Don't get me wrong, I love some Pearl Jam and some Nirvana. But I graduated high school like 92, 3, something like that. And that's when kind of like 91 was like the grunge thing was starting to happen. And we weren't into that, I grew up on Ozzy and Motley Crue and Poison. Every rose has its thorn. But, so when a bunch of bands started talking about the whole world's been so fucking mean to me and it just sucks to be alive, I need a drug habit and a shotgun. We weren't really into that, But the one band they always overlook, and I think it's important, when talking about the grunge scene, the one band they always overlook is who? Who is it? Fucking Green Day, man. Green Day came along and said, fuck you depressed motherfuckers. I sit around and watch the tube and I'm fucking lazy. You know what I mean? But at least it was fun. You know what I mean? It was good music. It was punk rock. Did Green Day bring back the punk scene? No. But Green Day brought the Green Day scene in. You know what I'm saying? And they fucking kicked ass for what they were, And I mean, I guess they're still out there doing it, I know, but I don't really, haven't really listened to any Green Day albums since, I don't know, probably like their second or third album or something. I really like Green Day, though. I went out and bought the fucking album. I mean, that one song, Bite My Lip and Close My Eyes, that's like, at Dana's, he's like, take me away to paradise, and like it takes him away to another place where he's actually a good guitar player, a good musician. But I mean, that fucking song, fuck, I can remember them playing that song 2 and 3 times in a row on the radio in Detroit because it was just such a fucking catchy song, It was good, and like I say, it wasn't all fucking depressed and fuck, you know? I mean, like I say, I like me some Pearl Jam and Nirvana and all, but god damn, man, I mean, there's only so much of that shit you can take, you know? It's Stone Temple Pilots and fucking, you know, some, Chris Cornell and all that. I mean, at least with him, he had a lot of talent, you know? I mean, that dude fucking... He was a fucking rock star, you know. I mean, you know, that band fell into the grunge scene, but that band, I don't think you could have held that band back. You know what I mean? They could have called themselves shit, and they still would have taken off because there was just so much fucking talent there, and good, well written songs. You know what I mean? Where bands like Pearl Jam and Nirvana and everything. I don't know. I think, you know, personally, Kurt Cobain and all that shit, I think that was a really pussy fucking move of him to fucking, you know, anybody that fucking chooses to check out, you know, hey, it's all good, but, you know, I chose to fucking stay and fight, you know. But yeah, nobody ever talks about Green Day. Green Day fucking kicked ass. Woodstock 94, they fucking, the whole mud thing, the fucking ripped up the sod and the mud fight and everything. And they were a fun fucking band, you know, they had fun songs and they fucking kicked ass. Nobody, why do they never talk about Green Day when they talk about the whole grunge scene? Because, yeah, I know it was punk, but it was right there, you know, with all the grunge bands, you know, but nobody ever fucking talks about them. And, so, my hat's off to Green Day. You know, actually I was listening to some very old Green Day. What the fuck is the name of the album? Kerplunk. Because the youngest kid is kind of figuring out her music and shit like that. And she's got good taste in music. Her mom's into, like, I don't know. She's into, like, she likes alternative music or whatever you want to call it. It's all fucking music. But, you know, the kid's getting to that age and, you know, I think that a lot of kids at some age or another get into the punk, you know, punk music because it connects to their world, you know. I mean, when you reach that age where, you know, you're at an age where it's like all this in between adulthood and you're still a child, but you're getting into adulthood, but not quite an adult, and everybody's telling you what the fuck to do, and then you hear a band that, you know, basically tells everybody to fuck off. You know, that connects with your world. So I turned around to some Green Day. It was her birthday the other day on the Tuesday, the 19th. And we were driving. We went to P.F. Chang's and all that. You know, that's where she wanted to go to dinner. And driving, and I put that I said, hey, check out this band. And of course, she's like, yeah, whatever. But then the next day, when I drove her to school, which, you know, she goes, hey, can you put that band in again? And I said, well, sure. You know, so anyway. The fuck else is going on? What can I talk about on this Friday? Kavanaugh accuser Christine Blasey. Ford's team lays out terms if it wants potential Senate interview. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Michael Cohen. Vietnam President Tran Quang dies after serious illness. Metallica's Black Album hits historic 500th week on the Billboard chart. That's what I think about that. That's what I think about Metallica. Can't deny their live show, but what a bunch of fucking cunts, really, you know? Every fucking thing I've seen, you know, in those guys, and I watch the movies, the fucking whatever, the fucking movies, you know? And, dude, they're just a bunch of fucking jerk-offs, really. I mean, they were great, man. When they were coming up, 86, 87, dude, they were fucking awesome. You thought they were, like I say, you know, as a musician and everything, and if you're a musician, you know, you take advantage of certain things because, you know, the people in the audience have a certain something that they've formed in their head about you. You know what I mean? And you would think those guys were cool as hell, but, you know, they're actually kind of a bunch of fucking jackoffs. Anyway, Machine Gun Kelly just trashed Eminem during an interview. Fuck you. You blew it. I don't even know the fucking... whatever. Doesn't... MGK Machine Gun Kelly, MGK, admits he won't respond to Eminem's kill shot. He called me a mumble rapper. I don't know. I know Eminem just came out with a new album, and that's fucking cool. Great. Good for you, Eminem. Like you're watching this fucking mediocre channel. Maybe he is, you know? You never know. You never know, mediocre people of YouTube, who may be watching your fucking mediocre channel. Could be a lot of people. Could be fucking nobody. Kiss Farewell Tour, End of the Road, will be the final tour ever for legendary rock band Kiss. Another bunch of fuck... that's a question for the comment section. I want you guys, and I'm going to pin a fucking... I'm going to pin my own survey. Who is the bigger douchebags in rock and roll? Metallica or Kiss? And you guys, you know, let me know. And then we'll revisit it in another video. That's all I got for you this Friday. So listen to some Green Day. Don't forget, who's the biggest douchebag in rock and roll, Metallica or Kiss? Those are your choices. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. All that kind of stuff. Peace.